Hello Flosstube, this is Amy at Thrifty Stitch. Today is the 30th of September and it is 11:29, and I thought I would do a Flosstube video, my first one, because the first video I did had quilting in it, and so I figured this would be my official first Flosstube video. I don't really know what to talk about. I don't really have a lot going on as far as whips. I did go to a nearby needlework shop, I think is what they're called. Local needlework shop, LNS. It's a city that's about an hour and a half away. And I did pick up some linen, a piece of linen, but because it was my son's girlfriend's birthday, she wanted to go thrift shopping in that town. And so I was like, oh, maybe, we could stop by and let me run in there and see what they have. And so I was going to videotape it, but my phone battery was getting kind of low. Probably wouldn't have been very long. But I was able to go in for a few minutes and grab a piece of linen. I had no idea what I was doing. The lady that was there, they do have a lot of different colored threads that they have on the wall. They have a stand over in the corner. I think it's a mixture of a quilt shop, needlework shop. I think it's mostly a quilt shop, but they do have a section in there that they devote to cross stitch. Certainly more than we have here where I live. We don't have any needlework shops. If I get any cloth or embroidery thread, cross stitch thread, it's going to be Joann's or Michael's or Walmart. And a lot of times they don't have anything in stock. So, but I was able to go in there and I did buy a piece of linen. The lady was working there. I asked her if she had any cross stitch linen, and she pulled out this basket from underneath the table, put it on the table. I had no idea what I was looking at. So the linens didn't have any labels on them or anything. So I just grabbed a piece. I wanted to start out with a cream. And so, like I said, I was only there like 5 or 10 minutes. So I kind of wish my son's girlfriend said, look, you could have taken longer. I really didn't want to take a whole lot of time because it was her time, her day. So I will get to go back soon, hopefully, and look a little bit more at what patterns they have. And I didn't even look at the patterns because I was in such a hurry, but I didn't even notice the kind of thread they had either. So they were pretty colors. But anyway, I'll get to go back sometime soon. I do have, so I guess a little bit about me. My husband and I, we have 4 children. They're all grown. I have a granddaughter. She was born on my birthday. My husband works overseas, so yeah, he's gone most of the year. He works most of the year overseas. He gets to come home 30 days out of the year. And just recently, I wanted a project bag. And a lot of times, I grew up as a seamstress daughter. My mom sewed for the public. That's how she got us through school, bought our school clothes. She made a lot of pillows, and she did alterations, and she made clothing for a couple of her clients that were repeat customers. But I had wanted to buy a project bag, and I was like thinking to myself, I wonder if I could make one. Because a lot of times when I go shopping for clothes or something, I'll look at it and be like, oh gosh, I bet I could probably make that. So I attribute that to being growing up as a seamstress daughter. But I made me a project bag, And then I was like, wow, these are really cool. And you know, I listen to other floss tubers, and they're buying floss tube. I mean, the project bags can be kind of addicting. Well, making them is addicting too, because once you make your first couple bags, it's like you can't stop. You go into the store, you see fabric, like, oh, I bet that would make a cute project bag. So I made quite a few of them, and several people, because I make quilts and stuff, several people have said, well, you should open your own Etsy shop. And so I had all these project bags that I'd made, and because I'm still working on one whip, I didn't really need them. So I was like, maybe I'll open an Etsy shop. So I did. I opened an Etsy shop, and so I've had that open for a couple weeks now, and I've just been busy making project bags because people are buying them. And as soon as so the goal is, when you open an Etsy shop, is to have at least 10 products. And I think I started out with four bags, and I was like, okay, well, I'll put these 4 on my shop, and then I'll make some more, so I get up to the 10. And so people started buying them, and so I've just been busy, still working on getting that 10 products in there. It's exciting. It's the first time I ever had my own business like that, and so, I mean, I'm a feng shui consultant, and I do that, but it's exciting to people to buy your things and to ship them out. And I had no idea what I was doing, but so far so good. As a matter of fact, I just noticed I got an order this morning, so I'll be sending it out today. I'll try to get those orders out the same day. But anyway, here is one of the project bags that I have in my shop, and pretty cute. It's about London, all the different things about London, and then I did the inside, the orange. But I want to show you the whip that I'm working on. So before I learned about cross stitch, I mean, I've known about cross stitch for years, just never tried it. I remember when I was pregnant with my first my oldest daughter, I had gone for a wellness, like when you get to like 7 months, you have to go in like every week or something like that. And I remember there was this girl there. I say girl, she was my age, 20 something, but she was working on cross stitch, and it was huge. And I remember sitting there watching her cross stitch and looking at how beautiful it was. And I was just like, there's no way. There's no way I could do that. I was just in awe of her and her cross stitch. But I've known about cross stitch for a while. And I think, yeah, I probably did little cross stitch when I was little, because for Christmas, my mom would always buy me stuff for, sewing, and like the loom. I made so many pot holders, so that it's like this square loom, and it had the little pokey things coming out the top, and then you got a bag of these stretchy, they look like hair ties, and you just weave it through. So I made a whole bunch of those when I was little. And embroidery, iron-on embroidery, I remember doing that when I was younger. Yeah, iron on the stencil, Aunt Lydia's or something like that, the iron-ons. But and yeah, cross stitch was pretty popular too. But I never really, so I quilted all these years with 4 children. Being a military family, we traveled a lot. I really didn't have a whole lot of time. Probably would have helped save me my sanity at the end of the day if I'd have picked up cross stitch. But I did do quilting. But I thoroughly love it. I was doing some hard danger about a month ago, and I was just doing it on cloth, and then I read the instructions, and it said to use 22 count Aida. I was like, oh. So I went and I bought some cross stitch fabric, and I think I was looking online for the cloth, how much it costs, because I always like to see how much something costs before I go buy it. And I had ran across Pinterest. I just don't know, Pinterest. I'm just like addicted to Pinterest. I probably have like 20 boards. of all the different stuff that I want to make and do and buy. But I had noticed someone's photo for the red and black sampler too. And I was like, wow, that's really pretty. What is that? And then I realized it was cross stitch. I was like, oh my gosh, that's cross stitch. So it's come a long way since I was a girl. But I went ahead and I was like, well, I'm going to try some cross stitch because that's really pretty. So I think this pattern was free. And this was actually my first finish. So I found this pattern for free, and it was a free pattern on someone's website, and I remember her saying, you can share the pattern, just make sure that you don't just come and get the pattern, take some time and browse around her website. So I'll leave a link to it below. But that I started that and I was addicted. I started with the center spool and like these little, it's kind of backwards, but I started with the center spool with all the different squares, the different colored squares. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's my chair. It keeps squeaking to it. You had a laugh about that with my kids the other day, but I was addicted. That was it. Completely forgot about Hardanger. So anyway, that was about a month ago, and it's just gone. It's just out of control, seriously. But I wanted to show you some of the things. So I like when I go into thrift shops or yard sales now, I look for cross stitch stuff, and I've gathered. I guess this would be a haul. So let me do my wet first. Anyway, the red and black sampler, couldn't find it. Got really irritated because it's out of print, but it's okay. I'm over it. If you know what I mean, I'm over it. It's fine if I never find the pattern, but it's okay. So I did buy some patterns online, and I've been working on this one for about 2 weeks. So this is the linen I bought, okay, at the needle workshop. And I have no idea what the thread count is. I did it's like 15, so if you go across 2, it's 15 stitches across 2. So is that 30? Is that a 30 count? I don't know, but it's pretty tiny. And so I'm working on Raven Supply. So I don't put the color cartridges in my printer, so it's just black and white, but I'm doing the Raven's Reply. And the reason I'm doing that is because I watched StitchRoadie's, and she also started doing Flosstube, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, that's awesome. And so she was going to do a stitch along, so I went ahead and bought the pattern because I thought that would be cool. Never done that before, being that I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody around here that cross stitches. I haven't ran into anybody that cross stitches. There are people here in Utah that cross stitch, but no one around here. So it's kind of cool that you can do a stitch along, on Instagram. But I think the stitch along is, I forget the name of it. What's the name of it? I'd have to get my phone. Let me get the one. I'll leave it in the link below. I mean, in the description box below. But so this is how far I've gotten. And honestly, it's taken me this is going on 2 weeks that I've been working on it. Is it 2 weeks? Let me see when I printed this. No, the date's not on here. Yeah, it's been maybe a little over 2 weeks. But I kept getting the bird wrong. This is like the 3rd bird that I've stitched on, but it's okay because I'm learning. I always make things harder for myself. I should have just started on, I think it calls for 40 counts. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, it's good. It's good, right, for me to learn how to stitch on the higher count linen first. But I think I'm doing okay. It's just if I have to rip it out anymore, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting discouraged. I'm like, oh my gosh, especially when you're just off like one stitch, it can throw the whole thing off. So it's kind of scary in a way, but I'm getting there. I'll get it done. It's been fun. I love it. And another thing I've learned is I can't cross stitch at night. I just can't. Because what I like to do is I knit too. So what I like to do is in the evening after I get everything cleaned up and I've got my shower, I like to sit down and watch a series. Like I totally vegged on The Walking Dead, and I watched the whole thing back to back. But I like to do that at night, and I can't do that with my cross stitch because I get tired. Even with my light, got to do it during the day, especially if I'm going to do a higher count. I know this now, and it's kind of discouraging because I love to sit and stitch or knit or something while I'm watching a series. It's just my comfort zone, but it's okay. I was just, my eyesight, I've always had really good eyesight, but like the last year, I'm starting to have to depend on my glasses more and more. And I know it has to do with my age. So don't miss it till you don't miss the water till the well runs dry kind of thing. I did have a finish. This is another one that I finished. So I'm thinking about making it into a pillow. I really haven't done any, but that's the only whip I have. It's getting there. This is I have it in a project bag. This was my first project bag that I made. I loved this fabric, and so I made that. But I also some of the things that I've found that I've bought. I watched LindyStitches, and I got her in Lee's house. Sorry, it's in black and white, but I have to buy everything for it, like the floss and everything. So that's kind of my encouragement to go back to the needle workshop. There are some in Vegas, but it's about a 2.5 hour drive to Vegas. You're supposed to stitch it on 36 count. And Gentle Art Threads she's got Gentle Art Threads, but there's a DMC too. I would like to start on that as soon as I can. So let's see what else. So I want to show you some of the patterns that I found at yard sales. Actually, there's this thrift shop. So we took my daughter, she just recently got a puppy, and we're just taking her to the vet to get her shots. And across the way is a thrift shop. And the thrift shop, what they do is when you buy something there, they take a percentage of that money and they help animals. And so we love to go in there and just browse around. And I found several cross-stitch books there. So I found this one, Bent Creek. And then I found this one, The Cats, which is kind of neat because a lot of the cross-stitch they have there, it's like cats and dogs, the patterns. I found this one, Heart Hand, which I'm planning on doing this soon. And it even has, it even has the little thing still in it. Oh. Hopefully I can get that one done during the season. Did I find this one there? I think so. This has somebody's name on it. Prairie Schooler, all the Santas. I think I'm going to do all the Santas just on one piece of fabric. Maybe put the border around all of them. And then maybe a border on the outside. Let's see what else. These were actually at a Catholic church thrift shop, and it's just magazine pages. They were charging 25 cents for them, so I got them. I thought this was cute. It's a little cottage. It's called Winter College. Let's see if I can find the name of the magazine it was in. Does this say how long? Okay, 20 minutes. 20 minutes in. Let's see if I can find the name of the magazine. There's actually several in here. So there's this one. Oh, there we go. There's that one. It looks like an older magazine. I'm not seeing the name of the magazine in here anywhere. Just Cross Stitch. It's from a Just Cross Stitch magazine. I just subscribed to that magazine too. I'm excited because I got a note in the mail the other day that it's on its way. I also found this magazine. And this is just, it doesn't say Just Cross Stitch. This says Cross Stitch magazine. But it has quite a few patterns in it. Like this one. This is an older one too. I don't know if you can see that. It's really cute. I love the colors on that. And being I'm a country girl at heart. Here's one with some stuck on you. Here's some with back stitching in it. Whoop. It's really cute. I love the lacing on that. It's really hard, you know, back years ago when I was growing up, my mom would go to the store. There was all kinds of lace. You could find all kinds of lace. What was the name of the store? Ben Franklin. I'm showing my age now, but Ben Franklin. It was like it was a drugstore, but it was also a place. It was kind of like a Family Dollar back in the day. They carried fabric, and there was all kinds of lace. You just can't find the variety of lace these days that you could back then. I don't know what's going on. And then I picked up some more Ada 18 count. A lot more my speed. Probably should get 16. It's okay. I'll get there. Good practice. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Flosstube video, but what else? I need notes, but I didn't know what to make a note about, so I'm just kind of winging it on my first one. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I have. That's all I have. I can't think of anything else. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be back sooner. It's been a month since my other video, but this is actually my Flosstube #1. I noticed that I have a couple subscribers. Thank you so much. If you're new to my channel, this channel is gonna be about, or these videos will be about. I do have some videos that I dedicate to quilting because I love to quilt. But these Flosstube videos will just be about cross stitch. I have a lot of stuff that I would like to show you about quilting, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to slowly keep it as cross stitch. And I will get better over time. So, with what I'm supposed to say in the videos. I can't think of any. I feel like I should say more, but that's, 23 minutes is not bad for my first one. Being that I've only got one whip, I should probably have another start. I'm scared to start another one. I actually got to go get thread. That's the thing, because I'm starting from ground zero. I don't have, probably should look at the camera too, but I don't have any. I have some thread, but not a lot. And I go back and forth. I mean, DMC is beautiful thread, right? But I would like to get some of the hand-dyed threads too. So I just got to get back to Cedar City so I can go back to the new workshop. And I would love to go to Vegas. And I also found out that only 6 hours from here is the attic. So the next time they have a retreat, I would love to go. That would be fun. Because we drive back and forth to Salt Lake City all the time. It's a 6-hour drive. And I was like, oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. It's only 6 hours for me? That's crazy. I gotta go. So, hopefully when I do go somewhere like that, I'll have enough battery or take my camera so I could videotape it. But I'm so sorry. This is probably the dorkiest video you've probably ever seen, but thank you for watching if you kept watching this long. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, a safe week. Hopefully you avoid any flu that's going around because I think it tried to get me the other day. I don't do the flu shot. Probably should. Everybody says I should, but it makes me sick. I get the flu shot. I might as well just wait for the flu to get me, right? But I know it's better to get the flu shot because it helps you build up your immunity. And now that I'm older, it's really important to not get sick. Like, I'm over 50, so don't want to risk that, right? So, but anyway, thank you for watching again. I'm going to go this time, I promise. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. And if you decide to subscribe, thank you. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload a video. Hopefully it will be more often than we've been doing. So thank you. Have a good day. See you.